Hi guys, welcome to another tech pill. Be honest, how many times have you doom scrolled today on social media before your brain caught up? Yeah, me too. So I have decided I want to protect myself against that, at least on my computer. And the best part, no additional app or subscription or nothing to pay or to install. Just one file that is already on your computer and one tiny adjustment. In the next few minutes I show you the trick, why it actually works and a few other handy things you can do with this file. It's stupidly easy, I promise you that. Write me in the comments what sites you have blocked first. Okay, real talk. Yeah, we all heard about the addiction potential of social media a million times. But knowing it and changing it are two complete different things. But the enemy isn't Instagram, it's the autopilot up here. It fires in a second of boredom before you consciously can decide that. So forget about willpower, we need a block that can't be flipped in a second of craving. So let's build exactly that. Every computer has something called a hosts file. On my Mac it's located at etc hosts. And think of it as your computer's personal contact list. So you save a name with an IP address and your computer just trusts it, so no question asked afterward. So why not save Instagram under an address that goes just nowhere? Now we add those two lines, 0.0.0.0 instagram.com, and the same again with www in front. And this 0000 is the magic, the nothing here address. Now, whenever you try to visit Instagram now, your computer tries to connect, finds nothing, and you get refused. We clarify later how that works. Quick gotcha, no wildcards are allowed here, so you can't just write star.instagram.com and catch everything. Each subdomain needs its own line, so list them out. Save it, and now watch. And now imagine the doom scrolling craving came back, your fingers are typing instagram.com, but then your request got smashed into a wall, request refused and gone. No Instagram. The slot machine has been unplugged. If that helped you already, give me a like. So it works, but what do these lines actually do? And why does it sometimes look broken when it isn't? Let's slow down and watch what your computer actually does when you type a web address. Your computer doesn't know where Instagram.com lives. It only knows the name. It needs the number, the IP address, the location. It's like wanting to call a company, you know the name, but you need the phone number first. Normally, here's what happens. Your computer turns to the internet's giant phone book, the DNS, and asks what's the number for Instagram.com. DNS hands back the real address. Your browser can connect and the doom scrolling can start. But here's the thing, before your computer ever calls the phone book, it checks its own contact list locally first. That's the hosts file. And in your contact list, Instagram.com is right there, pointing at 0000. Match found. It stops, it never even asks DNS. And that's exactly the default behavior. On Mac and Linux, a config file called nsswitch.conf literally spells it out. Files get checked first, your etc hosts get checked first, and if there is no match, you check DNS, the official phone book of the internet. So your contact list, your etc hosts, always wins if there is a match. It sits below your browser, below any extension, and that's the block that you can't just turn off. Oh, and one side note, in some tutorials you see 127.0.0.1 as an address for etc hosts. That works too, but it's loopback, it routes back to your own machine and can hang or clash with a local dev server. 0.0.0 is just cleaner, at least for me, so that's what we are sticking here to. And now the fun begins. Using etc hosts to stop your doom scrolling is only the beginning. You can do some other genuinely cool things with it, and I'll show you 3 tricks I already used in the past. 1. You might kill ads with that. Trackers or telemetry can also be stopped. You point all the junk domains at 0000, the same trick, just at scale. This is genuinely how the big ad blocking hosts lists work. Your browser tries to load an ad script, gets nothing, and the ad slot just stays empty. Careful, in modern websites this might break your site. Number 2, local development. Maybe you have a local development server on your machine, on your local host, and now you want to pretend as if it is already accessible via public DNS, via maybe your company domain. And with your Etsy hosts file, you can do exactly that, but it's not really requesting the internet, it's looking up the address in your Etsy hosts. 3, and this is just nice quality of life, friendly names for devices on your network. So instead of memorizing IP addresses, you type printer.home and you're there. Of course, this only works on your machine then. And now one practical thing you should remember. On a Mac, for example, after you edit the file, run this command here. Here's why you need it. macOS keep recent names lookups in its memory cache. So right after an edit, it can still hand back the old answer. This command clears that cache, so your new line that you edit takes effect immediately instead or after a reboot. So to wrap it up, open Etsy hosts, put your sites and point it to 0000, save it, clear the cache, and your autopilot doom scrolling craving will not have a chance again. Tell me down in the comments what your first entry in this file is, because I'm very curious what your weak spot could be. If you are interested in other tech topics, subscribe to my channel and follow my next video.